Okay, what are we doing?
You tell him.
I guess. So, the beloved record shop of Sacramento, Dimples, is shutting down after 45 years. I had to Google that. I have many memories here of my youth, getting tickets to go to concerts, meeting some of my favorite band members for meet and greets. She's okay. We're going in. She's losing it.
What's up, guys? I'm Brian.
I'm Van.
I'm CJ.
And welcome to today's episode. Woo! We don't know if you guys know, but Dimples Records is closing down after 45 years of service. Hand me that bag so I can have a bag too. So after 45 years, Dimples is closing down, and it's sad time for Sacramento. But it's also a time of nostalgia. So everybody's hitting up the stores because they got liquidation sales going on, and everybody want to get some stuff.
Sad for Sacramento. Great for consumers.
Yeah, except, you know, in a world where Spotify rules the world, this day was gonna come. So,
Man, I remember when I was a teenager, I got to do a meet and greet with one of my favorite bands. Cute photo. I look terrible.
yes, you do.
Fuck you.
Your hair's horrible.
I know.
It's a disgrace.
It's terrible. Okay. Am I wearing makeup? I probably am. You're absolutely right. I was 17? Yeah.
Vanessa's nickname was Emo Trash.
What do you mean was?
Why did this become a roast?
Anyway,
And she's not.
what we wanted to do was we just wanted to go down there and check it out and have a little haul, a little mini haul. Cause I had a shopping cart full of stuff.
I wish you recorded it.
I made a snap. Keep
Okay.
a snap. I can't decide like too much good stuff. What do I don't know what to do, guys. Help. I have a dilemma. I need help. Help me. Help. I narrowed it down to 3 albums
Out of like a million.
out of like 30 or something. So we're just gonna like go through what we bought and explain like what the album means to us or what the item means to us. And then we're gonna call it a day.
CJ first.
No, Van first.
Why me?
Because we're going left to right. It's reading order.
Okay. Hi guys. I ended up getting 5 albums. It was, I mean, I think I grabbed like 8, so I just put down 3, so it wasn't that hard to like decide on like her here. We didn't help her though, because every time we saw something we were like, oh, Brandon.
Yeah, they just kept putting stuff in their cart.
Frankie J.
And I was just like, I don't need anything on my cart. She's like, it's the Wicked soundtrack. I'm like,
This first one, I got Fall Out Boy's album. I got From Under the Cork Tree.
wow.
I loved this album. I was a youngin'. I just really enjoyed it when I was like in my little emo phase. Even though I'm still like a huge fan of them. I was looking for their Infinity on High album, but they only had this one.
Oh, I love the Infinity on
Yeah, that one's my shit. But this one has like songs that I like, so I'm all like, you know what, I'm okay. This next album is another one from my teen years. Hello Goodbye. You see, I had this album when I was a teenager, but when I moved here to California like 10 years ago, it got destroyed in the wreck. I mean the move. I'm trying to show what I liked about this
The wreck. What was the wreck?
The accident. 10 years. Good one. Not as bad as yours. Kiwi
She's got a point. We got an emo. We got a former jerker. They both have things to cringe about.
Okay, I was sponsored. I used to get free shoes and clothing. I don't.
I was Tumblr famous.
She wants to be sponsored by Manic Panics.
What I loved about this album, the art that came with it. Oh, it's still here. Yeah.
How cute is
The
that?
art.
That's so cute.
And then it has,
makes me very happy.
and then
Tree
it
Friends
has
vibes.
this.
Yeah, Happy Tree Friends reminds me of that too.
It has this. It has all the lyrics on it. My favorite songs on here are "Oh Is It Love," "I Saw It on Your Keyboard," "Touchdown, Turn Around," and "2 Weeks in Hawaii."
That's
Touchdown,
super
turn
cute.
around.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. We'll play it later. Oh, "All of Your Love" is my shit. Like the first song.
Probably.
Touch, yeah.
Turn it around.
I'm not sure
Turn
which
it
one
around.
it was. And then I got ja, 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 ja. The best album.
So good.
It's a great album.
It's so great. It was because like I was in the H section and I'm like, I wonder if they have Lauryn Hill. I'm like, and it was the last one, so I'm like, swoop. I grabbed it. I've been like listening. I've been streaming it on Apple Music like for like the last month. So I'm happy I have a physical copy. My next one is NSYNC, the other part of my childhood.
I was gonna get that and I put it down, but it's so like
It's so
it's so
iconic.
iconic.
And like, I was just so happy. I'm like, yes. And then the last one I got was Channel Orange, my favorite album from Frank Ocean. And it's hilarious. I'm sorry, Brittany. She was looking for it, and we were in like the section.
I literally said, "Wow, I wonder if there's any Frank Ocean."
And then I was like,
I was
oh.
looking, and then she was right there when I found out, and then she's like, "Ooh, Frank Ocean."
Those are the albums I got. And then
Yes, Franklin.
these two pens, No Face and Totoro.
Oh, you were supposed to show me where No Face Pin was.
It was in the middle where the
It
rap
was where the
section
pens were.
was. I got guitar picks, so probably use my guitar.
So I only got 3, but these 3 albums have high significance to me. So we're gonna go in this order. First one I copped, The Emancipation of Mimi by Mariah Carey. In my opinion, her best album to date. Bop after bop after bop after ballad
It's
bop
true.
after bop after bop.
It's true.
I literally was just driving home from Dimples, playing this album in the car, singing like a mad woman with them in the car.
I was just eating
And-
McDonald's.
Yeah, it's great. This was my 8th grade soundtrack to my life. And I will say I was gonna cop her Caution album, which is her latest album, because it's actually very good. But this,
Is that song that's like...
that's the one. My favorite songs on here are Mine Again, Circles, Fly Like a Bird, and Shake It Off. Next up
He's watching best songs.
is a soundtrack which is very important to my life, and it is the Great Gatsby soundtrack. This shit is one of my breakup albums. When I had my first like really bad breakup, like in 2012, this came out, and Channel Orange was my other breakup album, and I would have got it, but you know, I got stabbed in the back.
That's because Channel Orange broke up with you.
And this is shut up!
Like I'm bugs.
Don't hit the star.
Like I'm bugs.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I couldn't hit him. He's sponsored. I can't hurt the face. Sorry. So this has like so many vibes, and like that movie,
Salt.
the Great Gatsby remake movie, was a little oversaturated and like so like overproduced, and I freaking loved it. It was so like glitzy and glamorous, and Leonardo DiCaprio was bang.
It's a good movie.
It's really good, and I was dying to go to one of those Gatsby parties, and everyone was throwing Gatsby parties. And my favorite songs on here are probably $100 Bill, Back to Black with Beyonce and Andre, Heart's a Mess, Where the Wind Blows, and
Hearts and Mess is a good one too.
and Into the Past. So good. So my last album, it's like, I didn't cop it for like a sentimental reason. I copped it because it's simply the most fire soundtrack of all time, and it's Space Jam. This is the best soundtrack to any movie of all time. I don't give a fuck. Titanic, no. Hey, this is the best soundtrack of all time. You got Seal, Fly Like an Eagle. You got Space Jam. You got I Believe I Can Fly. You got one of the best rap collaborations there ever was with Busta Rhymes, Coolio, LL Cool J, Method Man, and Be Real with the Monstars theme. You got freaking Salt and Pepper, Monica, Barry White, Chris Rock, all for one. Like this is like it's just the most fire movie soundtrack of all time, and you can't change my mind. I bought this at Dimples, but not today. It was a while back. The JoJo album.
Inside Mimi.
It's inside the Emancipation of Mimi because I took JoJo out of my car to put in the Emancipation of Mimi, so I just put it in this case. But I got this and I caught 3LW's first album. And
Yo, did you get Kelly Williams single?
no, hell no. The 3LW's first album and the Fame soundtrack, the one with Naturi in it, because I support her since 3LW treated Naturi like shit. So yeah, I caught the JoJo album because that was my soundtrack of 7th grade, and this is my soundtrack of 8th grade, and 3LW was my soundtrack of like 4th grade, 9th grade. That was Neo's Because of You album, which was what I was going to get it, but I put it back.
First one I got is one of my favorite Cooley songs. It's Blindfold Me featuring Nas. And it's just a single. There's no artwork. Next one I got was, I just got it just because I had to get it. Like, I couldn't leave it. The next one is Cisco's Can I Live?
Oh my god.
Wow.
And Last Night. Oh, there's 2 on here. I love Last Night. I'm glad it's on here. I didn't know. Next one of my favorite groups, Ready for the World.
Yes.
One of my favorite groups.
Oh my god.
It's so like I wish
Their pants!
I could dress like this.
Yo, those outfits are fly. Like show it
To this day.
Show it.
To this day. To this day.
To this day.
I love them because so what they were to me is when at first they were a group of black men who could sing their asses off, who weren't afraid to be weird and dress however the hell they wanted to dress. And I would wear all of these except I got a big ass head and don't look good in a beret.
I saw you in a beret before. You're right.
I'm like, next one, our Violet Berg. My mama gonna steal these from me. Not gonna lie, they're singles, pull over, and just cooling. This one is my shit.
Well, the windbreakers though.
Yes,
Oh my
the
god.
windbreakers are the shit. Just coolin' has.
There's so much
Just
sauce.
coolin', take your time. Let's Get Romantic is one of my favorite songs by Levert.
I feel like I know that song.
Then this one,
I can't believe that you got this one.
I had to buy this one, but this is. I will accept all the judgment because I'm judging myself too.
I don't.
Yeah, shit.
Oh my
That
god.
picture is so cringe.
Oh my goodness.
Shit, my soul, my life. One night stand. Whatever you want. You, me, and she. With Trick Daddy. You'll never catch me dead wearing this though.
Yeah, that outfit,
Well,
that white sweater with the beanie.
You'll never catch me wearing anything similar to this. But, and then the outfit.
Look at the back.
I'm a fancy man, but I still objectify people on Wednesdays.
Yeah, mostly me.
Next two I got mean a lot to me in their CDs. This one right here is Maxwell, Embria, my favorite Maxwell CD. Cause it's a weird one, and I love it. Know These Things, Shouldn't You? It's in my top 2 Maxwell songs. Second out,
Nice.
last one, the one that my favorite purchase of everything is because she's queen. She's a black queen. I love her. Indiari, Acoustic Soul.
Yes, and yeah.
I can listen to this album any day, all day long. Brown skin, Back to the Middle, Ready for Love, Part of My Life, Promises, Video, all of it. Yes, on repeat. If this is the one I remember, I like this one because where her lyrics are, there's like actually pictures of her in the background. When you hear her music, it's just pure.
She's a really pretty voice.
Yeah, her voice is just so pure, and then like the energy that you get from her music is just so pure and nice. And
I only have one song of hers on my Apple playlist, Ready for Love.
Oh girl, there's so much more.
I know.
There's so much.
No, my point is like I know she has a nice voice. That's the only one I saved.
Oh, then I also bought this one because in honor of my toad.
Bitch. Her. That's the toad.
Who's Toad? The fuck?
You're the toad.
No.
Cute.
B. What is it?
It's a catitude pen. And it says Leo because I'm a Leo.
You're a Toad.
So that's all we bought today, but
We might go back.
I'm definitely going back.
And by the way, everybody, they said that they'll be open pretty much till they sell everything, but their goal is probably till the end of August they're gonna stay open.
And they are, when they say everything, they mean everything.
Everything.
Fixtures, furniture, cases, shelves.
They're getting
all
rid of
it.
everything.
So, if you're like me and you have a problem with shopping,
He does.
you need to go. Well, it's a good problem though.
Not always.
No, for me it's a good problem.
I mean, it's better than drugs.
You can buy shelves to display your stuff like a store.
Well, thanks for tuning in, y'all. We will see y'all later.
Bye.
See you guys later. We love you, Chill Pills.
Love you, Chill Pill.
Now hold the fuck on.
I'm getting up.